Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna put a different tire on. I'm gonna try a really good one, the Kenda 760 I think. Yeah. So I always have a backup tire also, the Kenda 262. It's more like a 50-50 because yeah, maybe it's too rough, the MX Cross tire. So we will check that in this video. As you can see here, I put some extra electrical tape on the plug, the battery plug, so it's safer, or maybe it's okay, but here you can see there's not a lot of dirt anymore. Put something extra in there, and yeah, you can see it's pretty quick, easy. It's like 5 screws to remove the battery pack. Pedals, we all know how to remove that. And yeah, the assembly goes pretty quick. It's not bad to work on the wheel. Also, you don't have to go into the motherboard because the motor cables and the all sensor cable, you can separate them in different fuse box, you know, like a tiny box. I put also some sealant in there. As you can see, the battery pack is loose already. There's the electrical tape. You remove it, and yeah, and so it's good sealed up for my off-roading and lots of dirt, rain, water. I always hose the wheel off, and now we can see the other battery pack. Yeah, it's fine. There I put on the wheel a little bit to get all the electricity out of the motherboard, and removing the seals of the box I told you, removing all the sealant. I use some gasket seal, what you use on engines of cars, so yeah, it's really good. And it's perfectly sealed. I never saw any dust or water inside of the cables, so it's really important, otherwise you can maybe get a cut off. Or there I remove all the excess seal for the next time when I re-gasket everything. Yeah, that's all. I always put some little bit sealant on the plug of the hall sensor so it doesn't come loose, but it's really tight fit, so it won't loosen up with bumps or dirt roads and everything. So yeah, I remove everything, and after that we're gonna see how the bearings look like, if there's dust or anything. So yeah, I was curious about that also. Here I remove the casing. Yeah, it's sturdy, you know. Some people say it's not so strong as the Sherman, but with the tube, extra tubing on top of my wheel, where you see this, yeah, it's really sturdy. I dropped the wheel many times, and yeah, it's not bent. It still aligns the screws really good. So for me, it's fine. Yeah, if you go on the road about 60 kilometers an hour, yeah, it's normal when it goes, you know, when it goes into a crash or something. Every USC will be damaged. But for off-roading, it's fine, you know. I had the Sherman, yeah, it's also strong, but the casing can be bent also. So for me, it's fine. And with extra tubing on top, like I said, it's really sturdy, it's really firm, and yeah, it's fine for me. They're gonna remove the plastic cover for some dirt and everything, and really curious about the bearings. I never had any problems with the bearings after I yeah, improved it with extra seals and with some grease in it, and side of an, yeah, I don't know how you call it, extra sealing. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. There's a lot of fine sand and everything, as you can see. I also put some sealing at the engine cables. It's really important there, otherwise it's going inside the engine because of the axle design, like I showed you in the first video about it. So yeah, there you can see all the sand, and there's nothing inside the wheel, and the bearings hold up perfectly. With the water and all the sand, it stays out and it is really smooth and quiet. The only thing you hear is the big engine, so I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I was a little bit unlucky at the start, but as you can see, it's really good now. I really love this wheel, like I told you. And I'm gonna do the review soon, guys, when I have time. I will talk about it, and also the Monster. And yeah, the tire was difficult to get off because of the tubeless. Yeah, it really gets set to the rim, but I managed. You can do this also. If it doesn't work, you can use something I used there, some extra clamps to put pressure on it. So always watch out for the engine cables, guys, when you put it down. I use some foam that came with the wheel, so you can use that also if you want to have something to put on, so the motor or engine cables are safe. Here I removing the tire. Eventually it worked, but it was a lot of fiddling around, so be patient with it, guys. There you can see one side is off, so it's a lot of work, and then the other side comes. It's really difficult. You can also spray some WD-40, what's it called? Yeah, the oil, and then it gets unstuck a little bit quicker. But yeah, just take your time and you will eventually get it off, because this tire comes off much more difficult than the stock standard Kenda tire. It comes with it. I prefer this tire above the standard tire, but when it's in wet season like now in winter time, yeah, I just need a knobby tire. On the road it was really good, and off-roading when there's like wet grass or sand, mud, yeah, I slip away because of the weight. Here you can see I'm gonna remove the valve of the tubeless rim. You can just remove it, it's really easy. And then we're gonna replace it with the inner tube because it's needed for the different tires. They don't work tubeless, so there you can see I removed it, and there you will just put some new valve. There it is, the Kenda. It's the right size, so it's 70/100, 17-inch. And there is the inner tube. I ordered it from a motorcycle store online. It was only like 10 euros, because when you go on the original EUC shops, you can get the Monster tire. It's the same size and everything, but they ask, I'm not even kidding, 40 euros for it. And this one is a heavy duty. It doesn't have the bend valve. I was searching for it on the photos. It was bent, but it wasn't. But I got a good solution coming. You will see what I used, and that works great. Here's the assembly again, and yeah, you see how big the knobs are. It's really good. But how does it perform on the street and how it aligns, we will see in the next video. I do the test of this tire. Also, I'm gonna put the other Kenda tire on it, and we will see how that works. and a different video, but I will upload it really quick after this one. Yeah, from here on it's the same again, just assemble everything back. Also the cables, I put some extra sealing again, and also with the battery plugs, see some electrical tape on it, so it's sealed pretty good, no shorting the wires. Yeah, and I saw that there's some fuses also, so that's good, like Leaperkin does with the Sherman. Yeah, lucky they have good quality on that department. Also the motherboard is really good sealed for inlet of water, so that's perfect. And there we have the pedal, just insert it. I think I didn't find my hammer, so I do it with my hands. It is underneath the couch, I see. On the camera. Yeah, don't laugh at my Crocs, guys. You know what I use for shoes. It's inside the home. Nothing can happen. Or maybe I dropped a 50-kilo Cadillac on my toes. That would be not good. There, I'm gonna put the other battery pack and do the same here. So straightforward. And there's a lot of slack into the cables. Luckily they did that, otherwise it's a pain in the ass to do this. And as you can see, the casing is already on. Yeah, it's fine to do it. And it's not a lot of work actually. And we're gonna put the 5 screws back in, and then I'm done. Yeah, it takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes when you can work on it all the time, so it's fine. I did it another time again for the different tire. Yeah, and we're done, so that's good. And then I'm gonna put different band valve attachment on it, so you can pump up the tire really easy with it. I will show you in the next video. As you can see, this is what I meant. You can screw it on, and then it's much easier to pump up your tires. Also make sure your rim is wide enough for the attachment, or you can turn it inside the rim so it doesn't get stuck to the casing or the battery. But yeah, just put it on pressure. Always make sure you put a lot of pressure in it first, so you hear the pop or the tire will seat on the rim everywhere. So always check that and use some kind of soap so it's easier to do it. And then we will see the complete wheel again. There you can see it's a Kenda tire, the other one 262s on it, and there we see it. Look at that knobs, and it fits perfectly. It doesn't touch anywhere, so it's really good size. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and comment down below if you need to ask something, and you will see the test drive really soon. Bye guys, thanks for watching.